Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like
Revelio.
that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the
Revelio.
castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio.
At least you didn't do what that first year did.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Revelio.
Stupefy! Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember?
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Protego!
What are you doing up there? Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
If only all my students were this adept.
Protego!
I do enjoy a lively duel. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle.
Revelio.
Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Protego! Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio. Relinquish your charm. Excellent. Happens to... Now, think of this like stones, if you will. But that's it! Splendid! Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this? Phew.
Accio.
Not to worry.
Let us see this. There we go.
Very good.
Be sharp.
Accio.
I will get you back for that.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Ouch! Well played. Let us see this.
That's it!
Be sharp. I think I will start going easy on you now.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you
Rebellion.
can use Accio on humans. if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on you.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Join the goblins in the upright.
Werewolves, where were you?
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack.
You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Pete to fact. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Revelio. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I'm sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him. In trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, There you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Levioso!
Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant. Accio.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps
Revelio.
the lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
There's something in there. I just know it.
True.
Revelio. Revelio.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Is it possible?
Revelio. 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 Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavor to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
Revelio. As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me.
Revelio.
Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful...
Revelio!
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Revelio.
You've already seen the hippogriffs. Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Revelio.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Revelio. Repairer. Revelio.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is...
Revelio.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions? You'll have read it on the side. How may I help you?
Professor Weasley said...
You're the student. I set your things... Is it not the most fat?
Potions, really?
They may not be as it's your first time. I also offer. But for now... What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the...
Oh, the Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way.
Блядь, каким образом? Раз, раз, раз,
And
раз,
this is my
раз.
shop. I keep the cart out in.
I suppose not.
In it. Let me
А,
guess. You're after
чувствительность вот
something fresh.
есть. Раз. Да я настрой...
Do
Короче, я не могу найти,
ingredients
где
to pique
пас
your
на год
interest, I'd
берется.
wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find
Я
Sebastian.
нашел только везде на месяц. А, не, вот подписки. Ну, это мои старые. Доступны подписки. Но у меня что-то план так долго грузился, это с подписочной, что я... Ага, вот. Тут только месячные, блядь. То есть я Play, Live Gold, консольный, Ultimate. Ну, и чё, другие планы. Да, блядь, тут нет типа на год. Я просто в этом, ну, прикол, есть постоянно списываемые. Бля, где можно взять? В поиске чего? Магазины?
officially have all of my supplies.
Говоришь?
Excellent. Did you get what you needed for your sister?
Тебя?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Значит, я такого не замечал. Ну, и у меня, в принципе, давно уже боксовского геймпада в руках не было.
Are we weakening him at all?
Слушай, так и чё, блин, что мне сделать? Ну, как-нибудь риску, типа, на месяц взять, а потом попробовать найти чувака, который, блин, может и взять на дольше срок. Ну нет, он только вот, короче, выберите подходящий план, там вот это вся хуйня перечислена. Нажимаю подробнее. Подробнее либо присоединиться, нет, спасибо, если, блядь, охуенно использовать квот, и вот другие планы, то он обратно на эту страницу выкидывает. Так вот, это хуйня.
That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering. Few more hits should do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all
Какая?
a bit of a blur, to
Да-да-да,
be
я
honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. You are unharmed. Perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind
Почему
helping
штукарь
put
там
your
от
things back to where they
250
were.
можно
Of
закидывать?
course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer.
Продаж
And thank
250
you
продается.
again.
Ну, меньше не продаются 250. Мгм. Да уж. Неприятно. Я всегда с запасом закидываю, я просто заранее считаю, что нужно. И в таблицу
I'll go and see what he wants.
Блять, ну я по-разному. Я смотрю, вот типа разбег. Вот, ну, прям захожу на сайт, короче. Смотрю, за сколько сейчас продают конкретно минимальное USDT к лире. Потом пересчитываю эту USDT к рублю и смотрю вообще на разницу. Да хуй его знает, они не берут никто. Вот типа Binance нихуя себе не берет, как я понимаю. Вот. А вот Дубил он либо берет, либо нет. Он в каких-то исключительных случаях что-то делает. Потому что мне взяли, как ты помнишь, я тебе рассказывал про процент. А на следующую покупку нихуя процента уже никакого не было почему-то. Да, я говорю, это странно работает. У меня вот в рамках одного этого пополнения, скажем, такое возникло. Слушай, ну и что делать? Я же, подожди, я правильные действия сделал? Я, короче, Ctrl-D врубил. Слышишь? Ту, турецкую, там, Истанбул поставил, там, этот странный. Вот. И перезапустил консоль, вот. Она теперь... и регион я еще поменял, перед этим тоже перезапускал. Вот, и этого все хватит, чтобы мне просто сейчас... Я привязал сейчас карту, она привязалась, новую мою, не ту, с которой ты покупал. Вот, и я теперь могу просто ее пополнить и что угодно купить без проблем, получается, да? Просто надо будет всегда этот Ctrl-D подрубать. Мгм. Блять, а с пасом что делать? Это вообще залупа. Это что это такое, блядь? Подвинуться, можешь? Да и не тебе. Стрим делать, блядь. Пошедший босс. Блять, ну спроси, спроси, не знаю. Ну, я говорю, тут месячные только. Вот, управление подпиской. Выберите, смотри. Вот, я сейчас, блядь, ну сейчас, сука, ты что тормозишь, мразь? Вот именно на подписках ебучих президентом тормозит. Так, учетная запись. Подписки. Так, у вас нет активных подписок. И мои там старые какие-то. Посмотреть доступные подписки. Выберите подходящий план. Там, блядь, от Play до Ultimate. Беру Ultimate. Там экран. Присоединиться, ну, пункты, которые можно выбрать. Присоединиться, другие планы, использовать код «Нет, спасибо». Нажимаешь «Присоединиться», он тебя перекидывает в кошелек, чтобы ты, типа, оплатил за месяц. Нажимаешь другие планы, он возвращает вот к этим разделам Ultimate до AirPlay. Блять, что там еще за... Ну, короче, какая-то хуйня. Типа, не просто не могу найти, где ее купить на год, блять, в этом прикол. Не, у меня я в настройке. Ну, прям в Store или в отдельную геймпад? Еще раз. Не, у меня вот просто отдельно Store, я зашел в него. Угу. Ну, ну так, он что тут выбирает? Где? Подписки 4. Это плюс, блядь, помойное ведро. А четвертое что? Заблочено. Так, ну короче, Ultimate и Full Console мне выводит. Ну там тоже, типа, так, может, есть разница вот за месяц. Ну там за месяц написано, опять же, вроде бы. Ну вот я сейчас нажал, что-то грузит. Нет, там он типа условия подписки, блядь, продолжить. Вот он за месяц. Ну там типа в этом наборе есть только вот только другие такие же подписки. Тоже там в месяц указано. 44. Да. Угу, есть. Угу. Там тоже вроде нихуя нету. Там просто игры, и все. Я всегда говорю, что Microsoft уебищную оболочку делают. У меня просто закрадывается сомнение, что они из Турции выпилили вот эту годовую подписку, да и все. Да чё нет, если я не могу найти. Бля, кстати, я не задумывался, а что если купить а, конец света, Делюкс, на боксе, он разве не расширится на остальные платформы? Ты уверен? Ну, сезонники, я думаю, может, они расширятся, нет? Как раз таки. А, ну да, дополнения само нет, блядь, ну это, конечно, прикинь, не можно так, типа, продавать, типа, покупающим на Турции и на и сезонники на боксе, типа, за счет двойной покупки королевы это, ой, конца света этого здания. Блять, а кто тебе делал? Алло. Да-да. Где искать, блядь, в интернете или... А. Мгм. Так, Live Gold нашел, чё? Бля, подожди. Gold. Три. Мгм. И все, что я могу сделать, типа. Она год. Блядь, давай, ладно, на 3 месяца сделаю. Хуй это 70. Потом еще придумаю. Ты чё говоришь? Какого потного, блядь? Не. Еще ты так решил.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Блядь, да не, короче, я тебе так скажу. Вот я сейчас смотрю на эти 900, блядь, лир, и что-то как-то это грустно, конечно, выглядит. 900 лир она сейчас стоит. Нет, это по Гарри Поттер. Нет, 3 месяца стоит, это 75 плюс 45. Это 80, 120. 120 лир это что в рублях?
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Где-то есть.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable
Примерно
bravery in
косарь.
fighting those
А нет,
trolls,
это
and not
500
to mention
рублей.
your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Похуй можно
Frankly,
взять.
you deserve an Order of Merlin.
И то есть я потом 1 месяц беру, и он превращается просто в него, и все.
Rags wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford
Блять, попробуй это сделать.
protections, as it were, life-saving protections.
Ой,
And
мне
as I suspect this
отдать,
will be your
конечно,
last
будет делать.
dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one
Да я
such
помню,
set of
блядь, но у меня
rules.
коды тогда были. С кодами как-то это... Блядь, подожди, реально я ж так делал уже. Раз. Точняк.
That's very generous.
Так, ладно, надо пополнить этих ебучего губил.
Now, let's try this on
Так.
for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Партнерское соглашение. А вот это уже тайна. Нихуя себе. 5К. Блять, пизду, что-то не охуели. Так, 584.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my
Rebellion,
shop.
at your leisure.
Вот. Ты про чё? Про Хогвартс? Ну,
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
ну. Так, ладно, я сейчас проверю всю эту хуйню и напишу тебе.
You
Так,
said you could get to the
Что
child
говоришь?
when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you
Не, ну,
needed was a
блин, сейчас
distraction.
неудобно немного, вот, а так я на связи. Я так не могу говорить.
Who's this child?
А чё говоришь?
You're not telling me.
Да я только вот привез, включил, посмотрел, что вообще на себе представляет. Ну, мало ли, может, там камней на Авито накидали, бля. А я привез радостный домой. Да, да. 21
I don't
500.
think so. What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood? Ranrock is working
Скажем так, да. Это очень близко.
I knew I'd seen him somewhere.
Очень плохо.
Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
С Акума. Слушай, а ты не знаешь, какие нормальные Акума можно взять?
It's a treat to see you, Lord Gok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you.
Можешь скинуть этот... Я знаю, да я какая-то полная хуйня.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one.
Так, ладно, все. Слушай, а ты сейчас, в общем, давай,
Is that right?
свяжемся.
Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls. In Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Revelio. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
What I wouldn't give for a pint of sweet golden.
Revelio.
Take a moment to allow our music to soothe your heart.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
pardon me. Leave me be. You've made your point.
Oh, not again!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as for
Revelio.
only a time a week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the leak.
Reparo.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Revelio. Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad...
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones?
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun...
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People in Meld, and now...
Rather an overreaction.
Anyway, I don't...
I'll see what I can...
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is some...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Revelio.
Accio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I...
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio. Reparo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Revelio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
Так, ну здравствуй. Слышь меня? Пиши на стриме, пожалуйста, чтобы я видел. Так будет удобнее, если слышишь. Тихо, громко. Раз, два, три. Как слышно? Да, ё-моё, что ты пишешь? Дискорд-то, блин, неудобно. Ты мне сейчас это, по-моему, если ты мне... Ладно, сейчас зайдешь, напишешь, как зайдешь, чтобы я понимал, что ты тут, чтобы... Так, момент. Теперь мне нужно зайти, бля, чтобы я видел комментарии, где оказывается на ноутбуке далековато, не вижу. Так, вот. Так, как слышно? Тихо, громко, звук игры перебивает или нет?
What am I missing?
О, еще квестик. Хорошо слышно, да? Ну как у тебя дела? Ты что, думаешь покупать, не покупать игру?
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic
Он себе микрофон купил, я еще просто не настраивал его толком, ни хера.
Of course, they are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back,
Че там, как дети, как семья?
would be up for a game.
Да, что-то было это скучно, я думал, что взять, вот решил взять это Legacy. Скоро Atomic Hearts выходит, вот на геймпассе будет бесплатно. Микро хороший, HyperX какой-то там, блядь. HyperX какой-то Cloud S, что ли, такой, или Quieter, не помню. Какой-то такой топовый микрофон. О, блин, ну это плохо. Плохо, блин. Че, сильно болеют? Блин, я там был дополнительный квест. Да потихоньку, завтра на работу. Ввожусь потихоньку. Он сегодня начал в Гарри Поттера играть. Малой растет, бегает. Так, где-то я квест видел. А, вот он, думаю, где-то я видел квест дополнительный.
Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenore
Канал себе новый создал. Решил это, с нуля канал создать. Пересоздал канал. Понял. А я пока вот микрофон не настраивал, говорю, пока зрителей нету, пока только сколько, 12 подписчиков было, не стал пока настраивать. И пытаюсь пока развивать потихонечку канал. Да ничего, просто захотел новый. Что-то захотелось. Так, что мне нужно? Раскройте секрет картины. Блять, не за ней идти, что ли? Так, а что с этой картиной? Нет. Так, Леонардо понял, что картина явит ему какую-то подсказку, когда она использовала рядом с ней Люмос. Люмос.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Where did you get your dragon high glove?
Один момент, что-то написали. Что там? Так. Вот я как раз вот эту точку чуть не прозевал. Сейчас, секунду. Но сразу здесь сделать. Потому что потом я не хочу сюда возвращаться. Так, один вопросик. 11 плюс 2. 13, 7, 8. Паук нужен. Блин, тут еще человек Xbox купил, и у него проблемы нет. Так, паук. А тут что, 17. Так, где ты, херотень? Так, 3, 4, 5 плюс 9, 14. Троечка. Гидра нужна. А где эту хер найти? Сундучок. Боровичок. Как убрать эту подсказку сразу, блин? Так, ладно. Проблема сегодня была, блин. Ой, вчера вылезла, блин. Джойстик начал, блин, троить. Я им почти не пользовался, блин. Ну, ему год, ладно, но я им почти не играл. И, блин, стик повело, блин, это вообще беда. Так, все, я там все забрал, да, ничего нету больше. Все так. Это что такое? Люмос. А, бабочку, наверное, довести до картины надо. Вернуться, вернуть мотылька в картину. А как его вернуть? А, просто люмос отключить. Офигеть, я выполнил квест. Да господи, секунду. Блин, задолбали, блин. Столько вопросов всегда, когда у меня стрим появляется. Всем кому-то что-то надо. Так ты понимаешь, повело-то на на контроллере от Xbox, блядь. И там теперь я не знаю, что с ним делать. Там фишка в чем? Ты вот беру я в меню, выйду вот сейчас. Так, подожди, вот меню Xbox. И вот я сейчас листаю просто, раз нажимаю, она, ну, листается. А из-за того, что стик повело, у него есть проблема. Если зажать правый стик, просто вот, и он ничего не реагирует, если просто зажать, я вот нажимаю, он перескакивает сразу несколько позиций. Из-за этого у меня тот джойстик начал вот так троить. Я, то есть, выбрать не могу ни хера. Вот мне нужно, например, среднюю, она перескакивает. И... А в играх он ведет камеру. Ты запускаешь, она вверх, вниз, блин, влево, вправо ведет. Точнее, камеру, ну, самую... Если стоишь просто на месте, он вверх, раз в потолок уперся. Сегодня почему-то в пол упирается.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Опа, задание. Так, там у них что-то... Вроде доспехи, что ли, нашел какие-то. Что-то приколюхи какие-то. А то у меня гламурные очки, это вообще жесть. Блять, квадратные какие-то. Тю-тю-тю, палочка, блядь, что там? Нихуя себе фалос. Всех заборю, блин. Так, подожди, мне нужно, блин, идти до дополнительный квест. Я хочу с кем-нибудь повоевать. Вот мне вот это нудняк ходить, вот это выполнять вообще неинтересно. Мне хочется что-нибудь найти. Так, задача профессора Гека. Победить двух, вот. Хочу с кем-нибудь повоевать, блин, а не... Да как убрать эту подсказку сраную, блин? Во. Что там свалило? Что это такое? А, это просто путь показывается. Я думаю, что за хрень. Господи, блядь. Друг купил Xbox и вот сейчас пытается оформить подписку, и у него проблемы какие-то. И вот все через меня сейчас решает. Ну, у меня почему... Ходьба это на DualSense, да. Вот в основном у меня проблема на плойке. Вечная беда. Сейчас на Xbox Discord добавили. Сейчас можно через Discord общаться. Заходи иногда хоть.
Revelio.
А, я же отметил. Все, понял. Думаю, что... Опа. Иди сюда. О, 15 с 15. Так, это что за хрень? Так, это я вроде выполнил.
What are you up to now?
Блять. Но я больше потому, что я играю в Дестан, и в Дестане вечно там кто на Xbox, кто на PlayStation, кто в Дискорде. Вот сейчас на плойку еще добавить Дискорд, и вообще будет зашибись. Я всех буду добавлять в этот на канале, чтобы было удобно общаться. Потому что так с разных консолей вообще невозможно общаться. Должны бежать. Поэтому я и создал в Дисе, потому что как-то будет, я думаю, удобней. Так, это я вообще не знаю, что. Так, что, меня выпустят сегодня? Что-нибудь интересное сделать. Где, с кем мне можно подраться? Я хочу с кем-нибудь поебашиться.
Can I help you?
Ты кто такой?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know.
А, это
I coordinate
клуб
duels, crossed ones,
дуэлянтов,
a
блядь.
dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
Приятно
I'm flattered to hear
слышать.
that.
Отыгрываем
Sebastian's not a
хорошего
bad
персонажа.
duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course.
Погнали,
Dueling's
ща
an
будет
entertaining
махач.
pastime.
I agree.
До крови.
Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me
Поехали.
in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Да господи, блять, вот. Так, ладно. Нахер, потом отвечу.
Levioso. Protego. There goes my wager. Levioso.
Ай-яй. Победа. Размотали как щенков.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Сейчас, секунду, помогу, блин, человеку. 2 секунды, блин. Да господи, вот как назло, блядь, вот. Так, сейчас. Так. Где мне PS5? Как вот запара, блядь, вот как всегда не вовремя. Так, ладно, пока, блядь, думаю, телится, посмотрим. Так, чё, еще дуэлька. Так, а мне что дали? Мне дали что-нибудь прикольное? Я что-то просрал, блядь, все вот с этими.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all
Следующая
set?
дуэль давай.
Why, yes, it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Вполне.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Ой, а я жизнь себе восстановил.
Are you dueling with a partner?
Да Себастьян
Yes,
пофигу.
Sebastian.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
3 против 2. Такие как... Пробивайте фиолетовые щиты, используя заклинания, такие как менять чара, акцию. Да, господи. Блин, я спешу. Да, сваливай. Да, господи, блин. К управлению еще. Да, блядь. Что, больше нет коробок, что ли? Победа!
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Так, чё еще? Так. Завершите раунд тренировки кабинет заклинаний с лаканом шупсом. Еще надо.
Hello, Lucan.
Тренировка,
May I use
наверное.
the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Да, попробуем.
Wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio.
Блин.
Accio.
Excellent form.
Levioso.
Немножко привыкну к управлению. Очень много, блин, комбинаций, блин. Так.
Levioso. Accio.
Охереть.
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Revelio. Assignments all finished.
Блин, на замки бы еще научиться взламывать, потому что мне так много сундуков попадается, а вот как их взломать, хер его знает. Так. Вернуться к профессору Гекант. Так, а у меня есть еще какие-нибудь задания дополнительные? А ты там что, сейчас во что рубишься? Или все в помойку играете? Блин, ребенка надо идти купать. О, дополнительный квестик. Наверху. Да пока вот это сейчас нудняк по этой школе бегаешь, вообще мне прям он что-то тоже вымораживает. А так я смотрел там немножко стрима, там было прикольно. Когда открытый мир, когда метелка уже у тебя есть.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Так, можно здесь сохраниться? А как вообще в меню тут выйти? Вопрос дня. Сохранить игру. Так, ладно, пока я прекращаю. Ну, я сегодня еще поиграю, посижу. Еще часик надо. Чуть погодя. Если что, заскакивай, пиши.